Admiral, two questions. Can you give us an update on the talks in Europe around the hostage release and a potential ceasefire, and whether it looks like there is a deal that is going to be done? And secondly, on Friday, Prime Minister Netanyahu gave an interview with the Wall Street Journal in which he said Israel had to retain security control of West Bank and Gaza. How helpful or unhelpful are those comments in trying to plan for a sort of long-term solution that looks more like what the Biden administration wants, which is a two-state solution?
So on the first question, Caddy, the talks have been, I think it's fair to describe them as constructive. I've said sober and serious, but I think I could go so far as constructive. Now, I don't want to sound too sanguine here. We don't have a deal that's on the table and imminently ready to be announced. There's a lot of good discussions going on. Brett McGurk, our coordinator for the Middle East, just came back from Doha just a few days ago, also participating in these discussions with the Qataris, with the Egyptians, with the Israelis. And we think there's a framework here for another hostage deal that could really make a difference in terms of getting more hostages out, getting more aid in, and actually getting the violence to come down. And that would reduce, of course, civilian casualties. So a lot of promise here. But again, I want to be very, very clear. There's still diplomacy ahead of us, still a lot of discussions to occur before we can get there. Now, as to the comments about that you cite from Prime Minister Netanyahu, I think we've been very clear. I can't speak for him. He can speak for his comments. What I can speak for is President Biden. We still believe in the promise of a two-state solution, and that's going to require leadership. Leadership on the Israeli side, leadership on the Palestinian side to come together and work through some of these differences. But the president still believes in that. He also believes that whatever post-conflict Gaza looks like, it can't be reduced in size or territory. It's got to be the same Gaza Strip that we see right now. We don't support a reoccupation. We don't support a reduction in territory. And what we do want is the voice and the vote and the aspirations of the Palestinian people to hold sway here, which is why we're working with Mahmoud Abbas to see if we can get some sort of revitalized Palestinian Authority in work so that they can actually administer post-conflict Gaza. It can't be reoccupied.